Bienvenue chez Miss Creepy TV.
Alors, il semblerait que le squelette d'un géant en Grèce ait été filmé par des gens. Dites-moi ce que vous en pensez. Bon, cette vidéo, elle vient d'une Instagrammeuse qui affirme avoir aperçu un crâne de géant dans les météores en Grèce. Et selon elle, son ami l'aurait repéré à l'œil nu dans une crevasse. Là, vous avez les images. Dans une crevasse à plusieurs centaines de mètres. Et elle pense qu'il pourrait s'agir d'un crâne de Néphilim.
No, you want to live in a large percentage. Oh, here, you want large. Okay, here. Una. Sí, yo lo veo, pero es que yo estaba buscando un tamaño humano. Yo estaba pensando un tamaño humano, una cosa así.
À première vue, on pourrait croire à un banal accident, mais en y regardant de plus près, un détail troublant apparaît. Juste après la chute de l'homme dans la tombe, on distingue brièvement ce qui ressemble à une main agrippant son épaule, comme pour l'entraîner vers le bas. Depuis la diffusion de ces images, la vidéo suscite de nombreuses théories sur Internet. Qu'en pensez-vous ?
Bug de la matrice.
He's fucking gone AFK. Whoever the fuck's controlling him needs to fucking nip that in bud sharpish, mate. What the fuck? I'm not Tom, I'm Casey. What the fuck?
How many people just don't give a fuck?
What is he doing?
But he does that every day, though. I really see the logic in it.
Can't pause there, buddy! He's fucking paused in the middle of the road, man. What the fuck is going on there?
Dans certains temples anciens en Inde, certaines colonnes ne sont pas seulement décoratives, elles tournent. Des piliers en pierre, parfois vieux de plusieurs siècles, capables de pivoter sur eux-mêmes. Quel savoir ancestral se cache derrière une telle maîtrise? On pourrait presque croire à des machines en pierre, dissimulées à ciel ouvert. Encore une fois, la question se pose. Et si on nous avait menti sur le niveau technologique des civilisations passées?
¿Qué conche tu madre es eso, gente? Weón. Weón, pero que esa. Weón. Oh, está muy
Creo que
cuático.
lo estamos imaginando.
No, weón, esta weá sí está pasando,
No,
weón,
hermano,
mira.
Está pasando.
Mira, esa weá está iluminando caleta y esa weá están ahí juntas, weón. ¿Qué está pasando, weón?
Mañana vamos a ver el cubano.
No, weón, mañana. Weón, ¿qué hacen esa weá ahí, weón? ¿Qué es esa weá? Ya, porque en el momento sale para arriba la weona.
They live among us.
Dans cette vidéo, quelque chose semble étrange chez Donald Trump. On dirait que ses oreilles changent de forme, presque comme s'il se transformait. Serait-ce du shape-shifting? Pareidolie? Problème d'image? Ou autre chose? Dites-moi ce que vous en pensez. Dans une vidéo de caméra de surveillance, une entité humanoïde apparaît brièvement, marche puis se volatilise sans laisser de traces. Une séquence assez troublante. Qu'en pensez-vous ? Envie d'un t-shirt sur le paranormal ? Dépêchez-vous, le voile s'affine. Le lien est en bio. Dans les légendes du Paraguay, on raconte qu'une étrange créature rôde la nuit, le pombero. Petit, poilu, capable de devenir invisible, il imite les bruits de la forêt, s'introduit dans les maisons et effraie ceux qui croisent sa route. Pour éviter ses mauvais tours, certains lui laissent encore du tabac, du miel ou du rhum. Dans cette vidéo, une silhouette inquiétante semble surgir de l'ombre. Certains affirment que c'est lui. Et vous, qu'en pensez-vous ?
Bye. A ver, ya roñano y damos y no que a ver, ya tú y Paco no sé. A ver, ya parece y Macarena y terreno veña y imagínase. Ya tú y no. A ver, ya. Te vos, ñande, cuídate, ñande. Ñande, re. A ver, ñaí, terreno.
This is broad daylight.
Début juin 2025, un phénomène étrange a attiré l'attention sur les réseaux sociaux. En filmant le soleil, plusieurs personnes affirment avoir vu 2 soleils apparaître à l'image. De nombreuses vidéos circulent et le débat fait rage. Simple reflet dû à la caméra, ou preuve de quelque chose de bien plus grand. Certains parlent de Nibiru, cette planète cachée mentionnée dans de nombreuses théories. D'autres évoquent un corps céleste inconnu, ou même une anomalie dans notre réalité. Coïncidence ou signe d'un secret cosmique ? Regardez.
Wanted to share with you guys. Let's put a community together. We can get through this.
Ferme les yeux et accroche-toi parce qu'on va voler.
Sur le compte Instagram de Just Jessica, une vidéo fait parler. Une caméra de surveillance y a capté une créature étrange, petite, trapue, avec un crâne allongé. Certains crient à l'alien, d'autres évoquent un canular bien ficelé. Mais une chose est sûre, l'image ne laisse personne indifférent. Regardez bien, ils sont vraiment parmi nous. Petit rappel discret, si mes vidéos vous plaisent, vous pouvez soutenir Miss Creepy TV sur Tipeee. Merci. Est-ce que vous avez déjà entendu parler de Klaus Donner? Ce chercheur autrichien explore des artefacts mystérieux qui bousculent l'histoire officielle et dérangent les gouvernements. Faisant partie du milieu de l'archéologie interdite, il révèle des découvertes fascinantes sur d'anciennes civilisations, ouvrant la porte à de nouvelles perspectives sur notre passé. De quoi éveiller la curiosité et remettre en question bien des certitudes.
One other very interesting artifact found on the same place in Ecuador is the so-called pyramid with the eye. The eye is an inlay, the stone is grey and white, and you have 13 steps, and it looks exactly like the pyramid with a shining eye on the $1. If you put this pyramid under black light, the eye is shining very strongly, and it looks really like an eye, but not real like a human eye. Here you have a close-up of the eye and you can see the colors of the inlay. On the bottom of this pyramid you have the inlay in little gold plates showing the Orion star constellation, and you have unknown writing. The translation of Professor Kurt Schildmann, who was the president of the German Linguistic Association, and he was perfect in more than 40 languages. He was able to translate this writing. He called it pre-Sanskrit because it is older than the oldest writing. And the translation of these 4 letters you can see here, his translation is "the Son of the Creator comes." As we found the same writing on stones in certain countries like Ecuador, Colombia, Illinois, United States, Clausel, France, Malta in the Mediterranean, Turkmenistan, Australia, and in southern Calabria, Italy, just a few years ago. Always there are stones and ceramics, terracotta, with the same writing. That means this writing existed once worldwide, and that means there must have been a global civilization older than Sanskrit, older than 6,000 years. And Professor Schildmann also told me that this writing has a little similarity to the Indus writing and also to the Easter Island writing. And as he said, this is older than Sanskrit. He called this writing pre-Sanskrit. On this stone, you can see on the top the 2 eyes, and then you see the right hand holding the pyramid and putting the left hand on top of the pyramid. That means showing how to use this pyramid with the eye. On this stone you can see an encarving, sitting a man on a stone holding the pyramid exactly as it was shown on the artifact before. From his eyes are going rays out, and on the right side you see 2 bowed persons. On his head he has something like a small helmet, and from this helmet goes up like an antenna to a strange object over him. And here you have the photo of the discovered helmet. We could not yet make a metal research or checking what kind of metal was used, but you can see in the center of the helmet that something is missing, and that might have been this kind of antenna which was shown on the artifact before. Another very strange finding from the same place is 1 big jade cup and 12 little jade cups. As the 12 cups are man-made and each one is a little bit different in size, if you fill them up perfectly with water and you put the 12 cups of water inside the big cup is completely filled. The next strange thing is that you can see on the little cups numbers which are looking like the Mayan numbers, but if you compare them with the Mayan numbers, you find out that there are some little differences. And on the big cup you can see a perfect inlaid star constellation, also showing the Orion and other stars. And inside the big cup, it is very, very magnetic, and outside the cup, nearly nothing. Professional geologists are saying this is impossible because if a stone has metal particles inside the stone, it must be same magnetic from both sides. Here you have a close-up of the big cup, and you can see a perfect inlay of star constellations, and they are shining very brightly if you put black light on it. Here you have some small cups that you can figure out more clearly the style of the numbers inlaid in a strange material also shining under black light. That's another piece, a jade plate with the same star constellation inlay like on the big cup, and two persons facing the sky, and on the next picture you can see that also the eyes of these two statues and the star constellation is shining very strongly under black light. This was once a hard-formed brown stone, changing the color in the center of the stone into black, which usually in nature does not happen. And you can see, if you look very close, you can see a face with closed eyes, with a mouth, the nose, a long beard and long hair. On the left side, the face and also the stone is broken. This is the reverse side of this stone. You can see a spiral and a triangle. The center of the triangle is very magnetic, also shining under black light. Here we have the backside of a cobra. The cobra never existed in South America, but this one was found at the same place. On this side of the cobra head, you have 33 lines in lines. So 33 is also a very mystical number since long time. And on the left side and right side, you have 7 points inlaid, and maybe these are the chakras. Also, this cobra head is shining brightly if you put black light on it. Another object here, you have a perfect worked dolphin head, and also this artifact is shining under black light. Here you have a kind of stone helmet. You can put this granite stone helmet on your shoulders, or you can lay your head inside it, and the inlay points which you see on this helmet, some experts told me that these points are exactly the acupuncture points on the human head. Here you can see how it might have been used. And a few months ago, they found at the same place an unfinished stone helmet. So that means that also some of these artifacts were made directly in Ecuador, but many years ago. And also the inlay on this object are shining under black light very bright. This is a fantastic jade snake, and also the inlay points are shining under black light. Here we have one artifact which is very perfectly carved on the back side, so that means it might have been used to put this artifact on the front of your forehead. You can see the two eyes inlaid, and on the reverse side you have the so-called third eye. Maybe this artifact was used for some ceremonies or for meditation. Here we have a jade plate with an inlay of a spiral, also shining brightly under black light. Another one, you can see 7 rings inlaid in the jade plate and also shining under black light. Maybe this also could be a presentation of the 7 chakras. Here is one of the ceramics found there. It's a great masterpiece, and the question is, How can you make this artifact out of one piece of ceramic? Here we have another pyramidal stone found also in Ecuador. On top you see the pyramid with the eye, and you have down several spirals and symbols. Some of them are very similar to the church word Nakal plates.
La vidéo arrive à sa fin. Merci d'avoir pris le temps de la regarder.
Merci d'avoir suivi Miss Cryptids TV. Les vérités interdites ne dorment jamais.